Alright, so I got a lot to do today. I'm going to kind of take you along and let you see all of it. But looks like I got them all up under me, like usual. Like I said, lost puppies. Watch out there, girls. Coming through. Coming through. Excuse me there, girls. Thank you. And I got to say, they've done a really good job on the garden beds. That's some of the richest dirt. I mean, they have done a really good job. The ducks getting in on the action, which I got surprising news for you about the ducks. You ain't gonna believe that. I got some planting to do today also. And as you can kind of see, we've already got radishes coming up. I don't know if you can see that or not. I doubt it. Let me see if I can get one and just, there we go. See there? Radishes are coming up. So, I had to go buy some more feed. I gotta get all that stuff dumped out. And I have to show you the surprising news about the ducks. Kind of funny. To say they are slick is an understatement. So, I'll tell you about that. Alright. As you can see, I went and picked more hay up. Found a decent price on my hay, so I got it. And I'm gonna go ahead and clean their coop fully out today, both the duck and the chickens, and get them squared away again, and the rabbits. So let me get all their feed straightened out in their buckets, and we'll get started on these coops. Which we did figure out a deal on the rabbit feed was trying to figure out why we're going through so much rabbit feed, and we figured it out. It's because the chickens and the ducks both have decided they like rabbit feed too. So they've been double dipping. They eat their own food and they've been dipping into the rabbit. Which, by the way, I can tell that the price on chicken feed is actually going up. That ain't good. Okay, so finally found us a bigger bag of cheaper oyster shells with calcium. So instead of having to keep going and buy those little tiny bags for that amount of money, this was a whole lot cheaper. So if you want to give your chickens a supplement, especially your egg layers, this is definitely the way to go. This was definitely a whole lot cheaper than little tiny bag of oyster shells that you buy. When as many chickens as we got and they go through it, it's just much smarter to buy, you know, a bigger bag instead of having to keep going back and forth with little tiny bags. And this turned out to be a whole lot cheaper. So anyway, that was definitely the way to go. So, as far as why not just leave them in the bag, be much easier. at least with this, when I come to dip out the oyster shells, I can tell how much I got left. And it's not like this has to stay dry, or it has to stay sealed because some of the critter or something might try eating it or get attracted to it. It's just oyster shells, they're not. So I mean, it sits in here inside the house with the coops anyway, so I'm not too worried about it. But I mean, either way, it's not going to matter. At least with it being out, I can tell how much I got left, so I know when, hey, down to a quarter bucket, then it's time to go back and pick some more up. So that just makes it a little easier. So you want to see why it's necessary to get the coops clean. You leave these things for a very little bit of time, and like I told you, right under those roosts, just where you got to worry about the majority of it. I mean, the rest of it's not bad at all, but right under the roosting bars. That's why I put it extra thick under there. But yeah, I got to get all this cleaned out. And the nesting boxes aren't bad at all. I think they're pretty good about not pooping in their nesting boxes and using them just for laying their eggs, which is good. Ducks, on the other hand, you can see how the ducks, how much more messy the ducks are. I mean, I ended up having to scrape all that up. And where their nesting all's at is over here. They got it built up and got kind of like a little nest of their own there, which brings up the very unique point that ducks have been laying eggs. They've been hiding them under the hay. We had no idea. Just found the eggs. So, yeah, the ducks have started their egg production process, and I'm going to clean all their stuff out and get them straightened back up. And so now we got contending with the chicken eggs and the duck eggs. And the number of eggs that we found were 10. We found 10 eggs buried in the coop. Yeah, mouthpiece, I hear you. And so they're steady laying now. So now we got the duck and the chicken eggs, which is pretty nice. Which actually we think that's the reason that Latte was so protective about keeping chickens away from Mocha, was because I think he had noticed that she had actually started laying eggs, and we went ahead and candled the eggs to make sure they weren't fertile eggs, and they weren't, fortunately. So anyway, now we're going to tend them with duck eggs and chicken eggs, but let me get these coops cleaned out. Alright, so wanted to see how many duck eggs. Here's the duck eggs. They're white. Pretty good size compared to chicken eggs, but yeah, definitely much, much heavier than a chicken egg. So we got duck eggs coming out the wazoo. So old Mocha's been doing what she should be doing. And we did candle these things, and they're not fertile, so that's good. So now we just got to keep them separate as far as chicken and duck eggs. As you can see, chickens are already going to town on that. Just the things I've thrown out there from their coop so far. But I'm gonna take that and fill the beds back up with it, and them chickens will take care of it for me. I'll of course rake it on out once they get done doing their scratching and all, just to make sure it's evenly spread in his garden beds. And I've also got some planting to do today. So let's get that done. What are y'all doing? Alright, so I was going to show you. Nice clean coop for the chickies. Everybody's set, everybody's ready. Now we redid their layer boxes, got them all pulled up. Of course, I'm going to tell y'all what, seeing as full as like the layer boxes, I've got them pretty stout in there. I'll be willing to bet you within 2 days, them things will be stomped down. There'll be a little valley in between them where they've made their own little nest part at. No, there's a, you can't be eating that rope, you dummy. Where are you going with the rope? That little turd just run off with the twine. Dummy. Oh well. Duck coop's all clean, chicken coop's all clean. Now I gotta get the seeds. Well, first of all, I gotta rake the, I gotta chunk the, I'll let our trash out. There's my new layers right over there. But, I gotta get this stuff raked out, get them chickens to scratching. Get my garden bed some good, and then I gotta eat the plants or the seeds planted. But yeah, those radishes are coming right out. Look there, all the way down through there. Oh, Risha's gonna be happy with her radishes. She's gonna love them radishes. Alright, so I gotta get the, as you can see, the ducks. He's all nice cleaned out, dry. You have the food and water set, so they should be good. But what I end up having to do is I have to slide these two boards around their coop. Believe it or not, because of privacy. Because I know what happens. The rabbits go up to the edge of the cage when we didn't have the boards there, and the rabbits would taunt the ducks and aggravate the snot out of them. So we ended up having to put boards up just to keep the rabbits from aggravating the ducks. Lord have mercy. So, like I said, we got to put the boards back up just to give them privacy. Hopefully you can see Spice over there. There's Spice right there. We have to put the boards up so that the rabbits don't taunt the ducks. It's like we're in a middle school out there. And of course you got the dumb class, which is this one. Scratching around on the wood floor in the leftover straw or hay. They ain't the smartest bunch, so this is my resource class. Oh, Lord have mercy. I'm telling y'all, you can't beat chickens doing that. The gardens, that's some of the richest dirt under there I've seen. But they can go at it again. Alright, so I hope you've enjoyed today's episode. I'm gonna get started on those some seeds, some more seeds here pretty soon. Get them started up. It's that time of year now. So please like, subscribe, share if you can, and we do appreciate it. I'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.